You are constantly overthinking, overanalyzing, and comparing yourself to others. Hello, my name is Tara Fulkerson, and I am the founder of Rebuild From Within, where I help ladies identify and unravel deep-rooted survival patterns. I am a core pattern coach, and today I'm going to be talking about the rigid survival personality pattern. These are not personality patterns like the Myers-Briggs. These are survival patterns, all based off of Steven Kessler's work. We usually run two, a primary and a backup, and somewhere I'm really thick, somewhere I'm really light. And why do we even run these patterns? Well, somewhere between conception and 7 years of age, when your little nervous system and brain were overwhelmed in your environment, you create a habit which became a pattern, which is something that you now have been running for so long, you just identify as you. And all these patterns have gifts because you've been running them so long. So as a core pattern coach, I help us keep the gifts, the talents, but get rid of the things that are not serving us well, such as disconnecting when you're upset, overwhelm, frequently increased anxiety or depression, or reacting instead of responding. You name it, overthinking, future tripping, all these things, not saying yes to things, self-sabotaging yourself at the workplace, taking on too much. All of these are because of our patterns. And when you don't do those things, you feel uncomfortable. And that's what causes you the overwhelm. So today I'm talking about number 5, the rigid. And rigid adults really thrive and are driven off of structure, achievement, and control. But what's underneath that with a lot of the rigid survival personality pattern people is a lot of pressure and tension, right? Because just think about how high their bar is set for their performance. And then the biggest thing is fear of not getting it right, doing it right. Really hard on themselves, high inner critic. So why did this happen? Well, somewhere between 5, 6, 7 years of age, this child started realizing I'm kind of trying to create my own little identity here. I'm realizing there's a lot of rules. I'm realizing there's a lot of authority figures. What's going on? Well, depending on the environment, that child quickly realized, wow, I'm getting a lot of praise and love and attention for being really good at something, looking really good, behaving really good. So performance became the key factor of getting attention and knowing you were doing right. If you did the opposite, expressed emotion or didn't do well at a game or produced really bad grades, you realize, oh man, I'm not feeling loved. I'm being yelled at. I'm getting emotionally shut down from my parents. So the child quickly realized, good girl, good boy, you get love, attention, and praise. So performance was everything. Performance in how you look, how you behave, and how you produced. As an adult, it trickles in, right? As an adult, you're probably the person who's gonna say, I'm gonna take it on. I'm gonna take it on because you want it done right. You don't feel safe for other people to do it. Not safe like physically in harm, but you're like, oh, nope, let me do it because you have a certain standard. With an adult in the rigid, you are constantly overthinking, overanalyzing, and comparing yourself to others. And your bar, once again, is so high, you're rarely achieving it. At the end of the day, you're sitting there going, okay, I got that done, that done, that done. Okay, it was a good day. But if you didn't get it done, you beat yourself up mentally beat yourself up. And so what does that mean? So a lot of you aren't really feeling your emotions. You're basing your day and your happiness off of what you got done and not how you feel, right? Also with the rigid, they do not like spontaneous stuff. Everything is planned out, everything is structured, and everything is done as is. So with the rigid, the goal there is to keep the talents, and the talents are very structured, very loyal, very committed, can complete tasks, see the bigger picture, and they're very powerful once they feel comfortable and vulnerable to express their emotions. It's a very powerful talent they do have, but they have to feel safe to do so. Okay, if you're curious about your survival personality pattern, please check out www.rebuildfromwithin.org and take the free personality quiz, or DM me for a free 1 hour to just talk and hang out on Zoom or in person to discuss patterns.